Okay, Aries, this is going to be your spread. I'm going to read the front of this 3 stack, and then I'm going to read the back. Here we go. All right, so you might be dealing with a water sign. It could be a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. There's some confusion emotionally. Some people need to talk about their feelings, okay? But the 3 of Cups, the card that is here, is talking about something being satisfied, right? Or something being fulfilled. So there's a need for something to be fulfilled, either emotionally or financially, right? The 3s are talking about multiplicity, and it's also talking about things changing. So your feelings might be changing about something, or your feelings could just be kind of like increasing, right? Feelings could be growing. The emotions could be kind of like stirred, like someone is being emotionally motivated, which is like kind of like the same word. And the 3s are just saying like there needs to be a sense of security felt. Someone needs to be made to feel emotionally secure. So maybe you need to be a little bit more considerate of other people's emotions, right? Or how they might be feeling at this time, okay? They actually need you to kind of like feel what they're feeling, or they kind of, there's this expectation, but not. I would say need for them to feel as though you understand them, the way they think and the way they feel, right? And it's almost like the 3s talk about something being an extension of you. So it's almost kind of like feeling very closely connected or tied to something. And you know, you just need to talk about how you feel a little bit more with this 3 of Cups being here, and then you'll feel like there's some mobility happening and you'll see yourself getting somewhere with it. It's Cancer, so it's in your 4th house, especially if you're in Aries rising, which is talking about home and family. So there's some things that might be going on with home and family there, maybe with siblings or cousins or with children in some kind of way, right? Or you might just be trying to console someone or make someone feel better. Yeah, or people could be looking to you to make them feel better, right? Or or vice versa. Anyway, someone needs to kind of like get together with someone. Someone's waiting to get together with you too, maybe anticipating something like that, you know, like waiting for you to get there or something. The Strength card is here, which is talking about Leo. It's talking about courage, and it's also talking about the strength, right? Don't use too much force when you're dealing with someone, right? Because you might be trying to have control in a situation and it's like too much, right? You might just be doing a little bit extra, okay? It's also talking about your desires, like, right? Like kind of like primitive, right? That type of thing. So it's kind of like what you want might kind of be, you might just be like thinking about yourself, so you could just be kind of like doing it that way. But this also talks about, you know, just taking your time, being patient, not using too much force, allowing yourself to just be very, you know, flexible here, okay? You catch more bees with honey, or is it flies with honey? Anyway, the Strength card is a good card. It just says, you know, be gentle here. And especially with the 3 of Cups coming in, right? Talk about the feelings, but be gentle. It's related to Scorpio too, so there's a transformation that's happening, so don't fight this transformation, okay? And there's also the 8 is talking about intimate relationships, because that's Scorpio, right? So you might be dealing with a Scorpio or a Leo, okay? Or you could be dealing with a Cancer, a Gemini, right? Or any other water sign, okay? Scorpio is coming up here very much so. And the other card here, it talks about travel or moving on, right? You know, there might just be kind of like a psychological divide, or there's like a mental divide here. You just may not be thinking along the same page as someone, but now I see you guys thinking along the same page. You're almost kind of like getting somewhere with the 6 of Swords being here. The 6 of Swords is Mercury in Aquarius, so that's exalted, right? So Mercury is actually getting to be more flexible. It's getting a lot of things done. It's being more efficient, okay, with the communication. So the communication is getting somewhere because it means more and it makes sense now, okay? This does even talk about a situation that might have been problematic, or it might have been a little bit conflicting, right? Confusing even, getting a little bit better. Excuse me. But this Six of Swords is also talking about friendships, right? Something dealing with friendships, or it could also just be dealing with, you know, other people's children or something like that, or some, you know, it's where is the, it's almost like you need mental serenity, or somebody needs to get away from thinking about something, right? That type of thing. The 6th house is Virgo, so it's talking about processing. You know, you might just need some time to process your thoughts about something or which way to go in a situation, okay? And it does talk about direction and expansion and overall, you know, what's the bigger picture, right? Because we need to be able to see the bigger picture in this situation, whatever it is. Okay, and behind the 3 of Cups here, yes, you have the Lovers, which is a 6, and that's the 6th house of Virgo. It's also Mercury. So communication is very big here, right? Saying what's on your mind, but not being very gentle about it, and also trying to have perfect communication so it goes in the direction that you feel like you want it to go. You know, it's kind of like you have to be flexible, but the flexibility has to get you somewhere. You know what I mean? And this is also kind of like thinking about like what the nature of things is, like what's natural, what's the natural course, you know, what makes more sense, right? It's kind of doing that, because then it's also talking about the truth of what really makes more sense, and the truth about what's healthiest, and the truth about like, you know, if we put our minds together, we can really achieve what it is that we're trying to understand on a greater level about where we are in this situation, okay? Because the Lovers is here and the 6 of Wands is, or 6 of Swords is here. But I have to look underneath the Strength card right here, which is talking about courage, motivation. Pisces energy, okay? So, you know, strength for a Pisces or a water sign in your life. This Knight of Cups is a little bit of Aquarius as well. So it's kind of like someone needs to open their mind, or someone needs to think independently, right? Think for themselves instead of needing someone else to kind of like nurture them into feeling validated, right? Or feeling justified in the way that they think their feelings. It's like somebody was stuck in their mind about something, but now they're kind of like moving forward carefully, and they feel a little bit intimidated by going into what they're going into, or with moving forward the way that they're moving forward. But they do have to have strength here, right? With this Leo being here, or being Scorpio energy. It has to do with transformation, and it has to do with passion and drive, and being a warrior like a knight, but also being a sensitive warrior. So someone who is a sensitive warrior is having to move forward with the situation carefully, in order to experience the satisfaction, okay, and the other level of growth that they want to get to, okay? But first they have to kind of like be more open and more vulnerable, okay? But be strong within that. Now let's see what's going on with the 6 of Swords. Okay, more Aquarius. So it talks about detaching from a situation, right? And needing time to think, of course, because the Star card is a wish card, but it's also ruled by Uranus, which Uranus is talking about shakeups and changes that occur. So there could be a shakeup or a change that occur that makes you feel like you need to detach from a situation and just kind of like take off the responsibilities of other people, or don't make other people's responsibilities yours. You have the power to do that, you know what I mean? And you have to also meditate, cleanse your mind, cleanse your energy, you know, cleanse your spirit, that type of thing. Also, you need to just kind of like gather your thoughts, think about what the bigger picture is and what's most important here. Okay, because there definitely is a transformation that is happening. So something is going to change, right? That is pretty meaningful, because the Strength card is here. And then we have what? The Star card, which is also an 8. The 6 of Swords, dealing with Virgo, processing something, movement, change, and the 3 of Cups. So talk about the feelings, right? It's sibling stuff, right? The mom is involved. Yeah. Anyway, I'll talk to you all soon. If you'd like to get a reading with me, email providencetarotkendrick@gmail.com.